It's Michael Eaton with Two Dudes Review, here to give you my retro review on Back to the Future. And yes, it's true, I have it right here on DVD. I got this many years ago, and I know, like, DVDs, what the hell are those? But yeah, I got this when I believe I was a senior in high school, I think. But yeah, this is actually one of my all-time favorite films, not just films from the 80s, not just sci-fi films or fantasy films, but just films in general. I know that people look at me like, what? Really? Back to the Future? But hear me out. This is honestly, and this is actually a very solid, very entertaining, very classic film that you can watch with the family, by yourself, or with your friends. So what this film is about is basically a teenager played by Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly, long live Marty McFly, accidentally goes back in time using a 1981 DeLorean, travels from the year 1985 all the way to 1955, where he comes across Doc Brown, who's played wonderfully by Christopher Lloyd. Nobody can do it better than him. And he also comes across his parents, played by Leah Thompson and Crispin Glover. And, hijinks happen, and he has to get his mom and dad to fall in love, or he and his brother and sister will end up disappearing from existence. So, yeah, overall, it is honestly one of my all-time, not just guilty pleasures, because I'm not ashamed to admit that I love Back to the Future. I have seen the sequel, but I have not seen the third one because I heard the third one is kind of bad. But let me know in the comments below which one of the three Back to the Future ones you think is the best. Hey Kyle, how you doing, brother? Will, how you doing, man? But honestly, it is a great, not just a great film, but also great cast, great story, great cinematography, great music. Robert Zemeckis at his finest, and Steven Spielberg, of course, a legend. But what I also like is how they made the DeLorean the time machine. Because I was talking to my fiance about this one day, and I talked about how I like the DeLorean and how one day I would love for me and Abby to take a drive in a DeLorean one day, even though I know they're really, really hard to find these days. But honestly, I would love to just sit in a DeLorean one day, and hey Luke, how you doing, brother? And just take a drive with Abby, hopefully go 88 miles per hour. If you go 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. And it is just so exciting because also, I can't believe I haven't brought this up yet, I have taken Abby to see both Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2 at the drive-in on 80s night. So that night we were able to dress up as 80s figures. I had my leather jacket on, I had my hair all greased up, had my jeans on, my boots, and she had a nice denim jacket with things all in her hair, lips looking great as always. But that was a fun memory that I share with her, and getting to watch one of my favorite films with her is something that I will never ever forget. Especially, it was 80s night and we were just surrounded by goofs wearing 80s fashion. But yeah, overall, guys, not only do I think this is an all-time classic, but I think it'll go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, sci-fi film or films in general ever made. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it's dramatic, it keeps you on your toes. Max, how you doing? It just, I don't know what else to really say about it. It's just a classic, and its legacy speaks for itself. And let me know in the comments below if you want me to see Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 3, even though I heard that one's really bad. But anyway, leave it in the comments below what you guys want to see next, and what are your thoughts on Back to the Future? Leave a comment and let us know. So be sure to keep in touch with us, and we will be starting a brand new podcast very soon called Top Shelf Films with me and Mr. Watson. And don't worry, he is coming back. We have been in touch every single day throughout this whole pandemic thing. And we are on the verge of making a full-blown comeback. So no need to fret, you all. Two Dudes Review will indeed be back. So until next time, I'm Michael Eaton of Two Dudes Review. Have a great night.